The synchronization section is responsible for the proper timing of the horizontal and vertical deflection circuits in the television receiver. The vertical deflection circuitry will operate at 59.94 Hz. The horizontal deflection circuitry will operate at 15,734 Hz. Basically, the video image you see on the face of the picture tube is a result of the electron beams being emitted from the color guns within the picture tube, a constant left-to-right, top-to-bottom scanning sequence on the face of the CRT. By synchronizing and interlacing the scanned images at approximately 30 times per second, the illusion of a moving picture will appear on the face of the picture tube. The high voltage section is responsible for providing the high DC potential required to operate the cathode ray tube. Extreme caution must be maintained when troubleshooting on or around this lethal circuitry. Voltage levels as high as 35,000 volts may be present in these stages. Specially designed test equipment is required when working in the high voltage circuits. The CRT, or cathode ray tube, is nothing more than a specially designed vacuum tube. The color CRT will contain 3 electron guns, one each for red, blue, and green. The CRT will also contain various control grids used for controlling the electron beams being emitted by the color guns. Beyond the neck of the picture tube, the CRT will have an aquadag coating which will extend to, but does not touch, the phosphorus coating on the face of the screen. The aquadag coating is used to help accelerate the electron beams before they strike the phosphorus coating on the inner face of the screen. A mask is also placed inside the CRT, which has about 400,000 holes in it. All 3 electron beams must pass through the same hole at the same time for proper operation. The phosphorus screen actually consists of small dots of phosphorus which are designed to line up with the holes in the mask. You will learn more about the picture tube in a later You Can Do video. We will now pause for a short review of the material just discussed. The front end section of the television receiver is used to select and amplify the weak incoming RF signal. Detector circuits are necessary to separate the audio, luminance, color, and sync information from the televised signal. The audio section is used to reproduce the audio portion of the televised signal. The luminance section is responsible for reproducing the video image onto the face of the picture tube. This section processes the black and white portion of the televised information. The color section contains the circuits necessary to reproduce the color of the televised signal back to the proper hue and saturation. The synchronization section contains the circuits required to properly scan the image onto the inner surface of the CRT. The high voltage section provides the high DC voltages required to make the cathode ray tube function properly. The CRT, or cathode ray tube, is basically a specially designed vacuum tube which has the ability to momentarily store energized phosphorus particles. When scanned properly, these particles will form an image on the face of the tube. This concludes the video portion of your lesson on Part 1, Intro to TV. At this time, you should stop the video and complete Section G in your student workbook. You should review this video often to maintain your new level of understanding on television theory.